In this episode, I'm taking you somewhere truly under the radar in London, but absolutely extraordinary. It was once the private office of a 19th century tycoon and one of the very first privately owned buildings in London to be fully lit by electricity. This is 2 Temple Place. After living in London for so many years, I can't believe this is my first time discovering it. Come with me as we step inside this quiet yet extravagant urban fortress. The building stands by the River Thames. At first glance, it doesn't look dramatically different from other historic London buildings, but it's actually one of the city's architectural gems. Two Temple Place represents the height of late Victorian craftsmanship, and behind it lies the dramatic story of an American tycoon. It was completed in 1895 for William Waldorf Astor, one of the founders of New York's legendary Waldorf Astoria, and at the time, one of the richest men in the world. Before entering, look closely at the lamp post by the doorway. You will notice cherubs holding telephone receivers and light bulbs. They aren't just decorative, they symbolize that this was one of the first private buildings in London fully powered by electricity, equipped with one of the most advanced telephone systems of its time. Although he owned vast business interests in the United States, Astor grew tired of media harassment and political tension and moved to England in the 1890s. In London, he poured enormous wealth into building 2 Temple Place, designing it like a miniature urban fortress. The goal was simple: to have a completely secure private space where he could manage his business affairs without intrusion. According to the building tour, most of the staff worked in the basement at that time, and almost no one actually saw what the ground's upper interiors looked like. The building was designed by architect John Lofber Pearson, known for his church designs. 2 Temple Place was one of his final masterpieces, executed in extravagant neo-Gothic style. The heavy stone carvings, stained glasses, and intricate woodwork give the office an almost religious solemnity. Astor's virtually unlimited budget made this possible. For Pearson, who has spent his career building churches under tight financial constraints, this must have felt deliberating, almost indulgent. Mahogany, ebony, and even onyx were used generously throughout. Records show that the building cost around £250,000 in 1895, roughly £25 million in today's terms. The most iconic expression of this extravagance is the grand staircase. Astor was obsessed with literature. He had character from Treasure Island and the 3 musketeers carved into the bannisters. Each sculpture is only about 20 to 30 centimeters tall, yet incredibly expressive. It's said that Astor insisted on accurate representations of the literary characters, a bold and almost prideful choice for a private office at the time.
He was very well known at the time, but does anybody know the name at all? So many years.
If you have made this far and haven't subscribed yet, now is a good time. It will help me keep sharing these hidden corners of the world. Upstairs, beyond the magnificent staircase, was Astor's private office space. The room was severely damaged during the wartime bombing, which resulted in the loss of its original carved and paneled ceiling. However, above the bookcases and the mahogany doorway, you can still see finely carved putti, small cherubic figures representing the arts and sciences. Unlike the dramatic literary carvings elsewhere in the building, these feel more symbolic, quietly referencing knowledge, learning, and intellectual pursuit. In 1895, this was also one of the most technologically connected spaces in London. His desk was equipped with telegraph and telephone lines that connected directly to New York. Here he was no longer the tycoon chased by the press, but a collector of art and ideas, reading Shakespeare's while remotely managing his hotel empire across the Atlantics. Hidden with the thick wooden walls were safes and nearly invisible secret doors that led through to the Great Hall. Passing through that hidden door, the scale shifts dramatically. This is the Great Hall, Astor's reception and meeting space. High in the roof frieze, you will find a band of 54 carved figures. They represent a fantastical mix of history and fiction. Statesmen, philosophers, writers, and literary characters brought together in one continuous sculptural narrative. Above them are an additional 12 carved figures drawn from the works of Astor's favorite writer, Sir Walter Scott. The Great Hall feels almost theatrical. If the library was his private intellectual refuge, the Great Hall was the stage upon which he projected his worldview. But the building also carries a small sense of loss. Originally, the Great Hall had two grand fireplaces at each end, perfectly symmetrical in composition. However, in the 1990s, when the building was owned and used as offices by a pharmaceutical company, one of the fireplaces was removed or dismantled. Now only one remains. Even standing alone, this fireplace commands the entire hall. Two Temple Place may not be large, but every corner reflects the owner's passion for literature and art, and the extraordinary craftsmanship of its architects and artisans. Among London's many historic landmarks, it remains understated yet unforgettable. Today, the building is owned and managed by the Bulldog Trust. It is not regularly open to the public, except during exhibitions or monthly building tours, with ticket revenue supporting its preservation. If you ever visit London, make sure to step inside this artistic marvel, a place where money, literature, and electricity intertwined to create something truly remarkable. If love travels filled with stories and history, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for coming along, and see you in the next one.